Fake documentation scam. There are times when you want to buy property and they present a fake CFO, fake deed of assignment that looks so original. Trust me, these people knows how to do this. They know their way around. They can present to you a CFO that look exactly the original, but you wouldn't know. On the facial level, you would never ever know that this document presented to you is fake. So all you need to do, as I always say it, always ensure that you engage the service of a lawyer from the beginning of your transaction to the end of your transaction. So what do you do when you're presented to you a fake? So sometimes this thing they appear so genuine, they appear as if they are real. As a matter of fact, if they should give it to you now, you look into it and you say that, oh, in fact, in your mind, you've purchased property with CFO or you've purchased property with governor's consent. Meanwhile, all what you are holding on to is nothing but fake. So you should ensure that even in fact, they also get original CFO, they get original documents, but it is not for that land you're about to purchase. They present to you documents which belongs to another land, and probably you know what to check. You check it, and you think probably you are holding on to documents that is genuine, but it's actually genuine, but it's not for that particular property. So thereby, I will tell you that you've wasted money purchasing that property because it will still end in lawsuit, and you waste millions of money and time on that property. So what do you need to do? There are a lot you need to do. Now, for a CFO, you need to conduct your search on that property. Conduct your search on the title. You need to go to the Ministry of Lands to ensure that or to verify the authenticity of the document, whether this document is authentic, whether the document is for that property. So they check if the person purporting to be the seller or to be the owner is the actual owner of the property. So you need to verify, you need to ensure that. Then also, when you get your survey also, the survey needs to be charted. You need to chart the survey. Don't chart the actual survey. You need to chart the property. Chart your property, get your coordinates, and the person you engage, the lawyer you engage, is going to ensure that he also gets a surveyor who will pick the coordinates on that land and send it to the surveyor general's office to check whether the land they are purporting to sell or whether the survey they gave you actually belongs to that property and whether that property doesn't fall under government acquisition, it doesn't fall on the road, on the drainage and the like, so that you won't waste money. Let me give you an instance. Last year, there was something happened in Ikota. A lot of people bought properties, and at the end of the day, government came in and said that they built uh, on drainage on a canal, and people were complaining that what the government did is wrong, what the government did is bad. But in the real sense, the government is only doing what they ought to do. But the whole fault is on you because you did not do what you ought to do. If you have done what you were supposed to do, it will have been detected and you would have avoided making that costly mistake. It is a very, very costly mistake which is avoidable. But just because you did not do what you were supposed to do, you end up losing millions, losing billions. Then also ensure you request for the original documents. Don't just rely your trust on pictures or on photocopies. You need to request original copies. Every document that you are given or you are presented to during transaction, ensure that they are original. Make sure, even if you are presented the photocopies, the pictures, make sure you request for the original of these documents. Tell them that you want to cite it, even though they will tell you that they don't want to release it for security sake. Tell them that you want to cite it. For the fact that they have seen that you are a serious buyer, it's also the owners also lie on them also to present you this original document for citing. The third one on my list is that they present to you a property that doesn't exist. Now, this usually goes for the people in the diaspora. You know, you buy property based on trust, based on the video you've seen, based on pictures. You never or you've never visited the property before, you've not inspected the site before, and they tell you, oh, they give you one very, very sweet, a picture looking so attractive, they presented it to you, and based on that, you purchase the property. You've never for once say that, okay, let me find ways to inspect this property. Or if you are outside Nigeria, you find someone that is trusted, your trusted ally, your trusted friend, family member. You never even you didn't tell them. You just go ahead and you purchase the property. Ah, it's quite difficult. Like it happens a lot. So make sure you inspect the property. Look one way or the other. Ensure that you inspect this property. You get people you trusted to check the size for you if you are not within the country. And if you are within the country, ensure that you visit the site. Do not rely on just videos, pictures, or word of mouth. You also ensure that you investigate, check the developer's track record, check if he has done this thing before. You know, sometimes people sell things that they don't even have. The only thing is you only tell me, okay, I have a property here, come and buy. You didn't even bother to do your due diligence. You didn't search on that developer. You didn't do a thorough search on the company. Then you put your money into it. Then later on you come out and start crying that you have been scammed. You have been scammed. I will never invest in Nigeria in Nigeria again. Meanwhile, you are the one that did not do what we were supposed to do. Another scam in Nigeria is that they sell to you lands that are under government acquisition. Yes, we have that a lot, a lot. They tell you, oh, this land is actually very, very cheap. So don't worry, there's no problem on that property. Meanwhile, they are only sending you land that is going to give you problem in future. You know, my previous point, I told you about people that have been crying because their houses were demolished in a quarter area of Lagos State. And it was because the land has been earmarked for future use. But just because they did not do their due diligence, they never knew that this thing is going to cost them in future. So, in fact, most of them have been living that property for 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and they did not experience anything not until when the government came and served them a notice, a demolition notice. That is when they knew that they've wasted millions of money on that property. So the people they sell lands that they themselves know that this land is bad, but just because they wanted to make quick money, they tell you that, oh, the land, you know that in that vicinity, lands there worth over 100 million, but because they knew the land is bad, they sell it to you for lesser than 50 million. And you know, you also rush it, you quickly pay for it, you paid for it, and you build you build your property on it, or you bought house on it also. And at the end of the day, the government came in and demolished the property, and you run into the public space, to the social media, and you started lamenting that what government did is bad, that government is bad, they demolished your property. Meanwhile, it is still you, and it is actually avoidable, very, very avoidable. See, real estate in Nigeria is actually very, very sweet, very, very sweet, very interesting. But once you refuse to do your due diligence, it will become a very, very devastating event in your life. So you need to do the needful. Another point on my list is the social media or the influencer scam. Just because you see one of your favorite celebrity doesn't mean that you should put your money into it. Or just because you are seeing the post on social media makes it genuine. So how do I even know that this thing is not even real? Most of the time, most often than not, they will tell you they have or you do your findings, you discover that they have no physical office. They don't have physical, they are just online. They are selling property online. When you ask them for their physical address, they will look for a way to circumvent that answer, but they are everywhere online. They don't have a physical office. So another thing they also do is that they don't have they make sure you take a rash decision. They start pushing the property to you that you quickly make the sale that by this time next month the sale will go up, the price will go up, so you quickly buy, quickly buy. So the people will just want to take your money and disappear into the thin air. So you need to also confirm, go to their physical office and ensure that these people actually have an office where they operate. They are not just online. They don't do their operations online. So another thing is also after asking for their address, ensure that they also have a CAC certificate. Verify their CAC certificate. Check whether these people are actually incorporated in Nigeria or they are just a floating company. Someone just started yesterday, and they don't have any. They are not a company. Let me just put it that way. So they are just there online looking for people's money. Um, Also, lastly, one thing they also do is they also avoid physical meeting. When you tell them, okay, oh, let's meet at this place, they will tell you, oh, right now they're in Abuja. They will give you one impossible location. They will tell you they are in Amsterdam, they are in Dubai presently, that their staff are presently on a retreat in Dubai. So that's why they cannot attend to you physically, but you can still send. They even tell you to send deposits. They need your deposit. Imagine 100 people or 1,000 people paying 15 million naira as deposits. It's something for them. So they will tell you, don't worry, so that it won't look as if I want to scam you. Just pay deposit. And you too, you pay your deposit. You think probably, okay, they are not after your money. They are asking for they are not even asking for the full amount. Let me just pay the deposit. So you need to be very, very sure. Verify all sources. Verify all sources. In Nigeria real estate market, scams are avoidable, but only if you do your homework and get professional help. Don't be part of the heartbreaking stories. Always verify, always inspect, and always legalize your transaction. If this video was helpful, please like, share, subscribe, and also drop your question in the comment section. And I'll be there for you to guide you through your property acquisition in Nigeria. Thank you. See you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.